Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 699 of Heavenly Album Covers. Yes, we're almost at the 700 episode mark, and in order to celebrate that historic mark, we at Heavenly Album Covers would like to share a piece of rock and roll memorabilia that's been in storage for a while. When I was a kid, about 13 years old, I went to a festival called the US Festival up there in San Bernardino. I went there with my brother, who was much older than I am, and we had a great time. There were a lot of bands. I was just a small teenager, and this was the first time I ever saw live stage acts performing loud music, so it was a lot of fun. And my brother had backstage passes. He had worked at a newspaper, and so we got to go backstage and hang out for maybe 10 minutes with a bunch of the performers. And one of the performers was and is the Ramones, and I had purchased this Ramones t-shirt earlier in the day, and I stuffed it in my duffel bag, my backpack. It might have been just a plastic bag I had, and I bought this t-shirt. I thought it was really great. It's a really old t-shirt now, and it's got the Ramones logo on it, and I just happened to have a magic marker, a black magic marker in my pocket, and or I think somebody gave me the magic marker, but anyway, I had a magic marker, and I had the Ramones, the whole band, sign this t-shirt, and it's a little bit hard to make out because it was a black magic marker, but you can see the band signature. It kind of circles around the logo here, all four members of the group. I even had their manager sign it over here. You can see it's a little hard to make out, but it's really nice. And while we were doing that, while I had the Ramones sign my shirt, a couple of other groups came in and they signed the back of my shirt. Hold on, I'm gonna flip this thing around. And there they are. There's some more band signatures here. There's Debbie Harry from Blondie's down here. You can barely make it out. And up here are the Clash signatures, all members of the band. Plus U2 is up here, and Bob Dylan kind of comes down here. And at the very top, I got all of the signatures of the New York Dolls up at the top. So that's the historic t-shirt that I have. It's worth a lot of money, but I think I'm going to hang on to it for a little while longer and see if it appreciates in value. So right now we're going to look at, I think it's the first album by the Flying Lizards. The Flying Lizards were basically David Cunningham and I'm not sure who else. A bunch of different female singers went through the Flying Lizards, and that would be Vivian Goldman, Patti Paladin, and a couple of other members, Steve Beresford and David Toop. And this album was released in '79. They had a couple of other hits. Their biggest hit is a cover of the song Money. They also did Summertime Blues. Later on they did multiple covers and a couple of other albums and some singles and various things. And this cover is very, very new wave, a little bit punk. It looks like it has some yellow splashes behind the main graphic imagery here. I love big writing, big text, and this has very big text at the top. It's a little bit off. It's not exactly centered. I'm not sure what these images are, but looks like there's some writing here, maybe a forest here, and a map. And this looks like a floor plan from a building. Let's flip this thing over. And it's very simple. It looks like the previous owner signed the back of this Ed something. And here's another mysterious graphic here in the center. And let's zoom in on that. Looks like this was recorded in Brixton, London, and also in Munich, Germany, and elsewhere in England. The photography was done by Richard Rayner Canham, and this is on Virgin Records. It's a nice little package, and their first singles were really great. This is another cover for their double 12-inch single, Money. Here's a person, I think it's the singer, and she's face down in what looks like mud or darkness, and maybe there's a little eyeball or something there. But this is great. Here's the name of the group again, very bold, and the name of the song, Money, and surrounded by blue stars and a yellow background. And that motif is carried on to the back. And this is just a super classic single, Money and Summertime Blues. And the actual album that I showed has some really, really great songs on it. It's very experimental, but very pop. And that's the Flying Lizards. And also, we got to show the super mega signed Ramones shirt. That was a good start to this 700th episode countdown.